Fairfield City Council is supporting the Western Sydney Cycling Network because of the fact that it's an environmentally friendly way of travelling around your city. We have more than 100 kilometres of cycleways throughout our city, but we have a 29-kilometre circular path that runs right around the outside of our city.
Basically our two aims. One was to get people out onto the bike paths, and the other one was to start recycling the bicycles.
At the Western Sydney Cycling Network, who do a tremendous job for the community by rebuilding these bikes, by making sure that they don't go to landfill, that they can be used, and that the people out there benefit from the health aspect of riding bikes.
We have a bike that needs a lot of service work. It has been donated to us by the public. We check it all out, make sure everything's okay, and then we say, right, it's worthwhile to do it, and then we go ahead with the repairs and adjustments, whatever is required to bring it to safety.
The Western Sydney Cycle Network is a fantastic volunteer organisation that is doing a lot to promote cycling. And they're doing it by offering bicycles to people who don't have them, which is a major barrier to people cycling. If you don't have one, obviously you can't ride. And they repair and they fix up the bikes and they help people get on rides. And not just by giving them a bike, but they actually organise the rides themselves to make it easier for people to learn their way around the place. So they're a great group.
We joined the network mainly for two main reasons. The first one is so we can mix with other groups. And the second is good leadership to manage the safety side of it.
We have a massive multicultural community, something like 130 different communities make up Fairfield City, and we want them all out there. We want them all out there getting healthy, being part of our Healthy Cities program, which is to keep our people fit by developing parks, developing bikeways.
Both the state and the federal governments are funding programs whereby new immigrants that have ridden bicycles extensively in their own country. So by supplying them with a bicycle and making sure that they are competent to ride those bicycles, so they can cycle along from, say, Cabramatta to Fairfield and do their shopping, go and visit friends, and brings them a much happier and more rounded life.
In my country, we all cycling from the young one until the old age, but they don't know that over here, cycling is exercise. It's helping you to improve your health.
We had people that probably hadn't ridden for 20, 30, 40 years coming along and saying, okay, you've got the bikes, but I have forgotten how to ride. I don't know anything about these new modern gears. Can you help me? So we immediately had to go out and find a way to get accredited so that we could safely and competently teach cycling to other people.
By providing their services, they've enabled lots of our children to have exercise that they would otherwise not experience. They've taught the children to ride in a safe and correct manner, so that when they do have less support, they're able to do so successfully. So I can't thank them enough.
Half the Australian population are not adequately physically active, which means that they don't even do 150 minutes of physical activity a week. And so if we get people cycling on an everyday basis, then they're more likely to achieve this particular target. And physical activity is associated with all sorts of health benefits. It can help prevent cardiovascular disease, some cancers, diabetes, obesity, and the list goes on for physical health, and there are mental health benefits as well.
I think it's very important that young children get to know how to ride bikes, but not only how to ride bikes, but how to ride bikes safely. How to get out there on the road, watch for traffic, watch for cars, be careful. And the only way you can learn that is by being trained. And here at the Western Sydney Cycling Network, we have those people who can train the young children how to do that. But it's great to see mums and dads interested in their children's well-being, in their children's behaviour, on what they do on weekends. Instead of just sitting in front of the TV playing the Nintendo games, that they get out there in the healthy, fresh air.
It's extremely important in a school like ours. Most of our students are from a low socioeconomic background. A lot of children live in housing and they don't have the space for activities like this, and also they don't have the resources. A lot of students don't have bikes, and at school was the first time some children have actually ridden a bike, and they've continued it each term, and now they're riding by themselves, which is great to see.
It actually teaches the children road sense and safety, which they wouldn't normally get, because as teachers we don't always know the correct way to get on a bike, to ride a bike, and to ride safely out on the streets. And our students will be able to do that now.
So I thank the volunteers from the bottom of my heart for the great work they do. Could I congratulate them on the awards that they have won? That is all to the great credit of our volunteers who made sure that this program could continue and will continue into the future.